Tarantella. Tarantella was the debut short film of director Christopher Nolan, who produced it alongside filmmaker Rocco Bellic sometime between 1989 and 1990, as well as Nolan and Bellic also starring in the film too. Tarantella aired only once, on episode 1313 of Image Union on September 12, 1990. And if you don't know what Image Union is, it was a television series created by Tom Weinberg that aired on Chicago's PBS station WTTW, and it was known for showcasing independent films created by artists, activists, and community groups. Tom Weinberg, the creator of Image Union, later founded a website called Media Burn Independent Video Archive, also known as MediaBurn.org, in 2003. And on the website, over 8,000 videos are featured, including over 150 episodes of Image Union. However, episode 1313 was not originally included in the collection, leaving it to be lost. But that all changed in March of 2021 when a Lost Media Wiki user named Henry Adams began a personal lost media hunt for Tarantella. Henry Adams emailed Tom Weinberg, who connected him with Jamie Caesar, the producer of Image Union at the time that Tarantella aired. Caesar contacted the WTTW librarian to try and find the episode in the archives. On April 21st, 2021, Adams received an email stating that the WTTW librarian had found the film. In May of 2021, the episode was digitalized and eventually sent to MediaBurn. And finally, on July 12, 2021, MediaBurn uploaded episode 1313 of Image Union to Vimeo. However, due to a lack in communication, it wasn't until 5 days later when Henry Adams discovered it had been uploaded. Computing News. Computing News is the name of one of the earliest magazines and newsletters that focused on the growing world of computers. There were a total of 217 issues, and it is unknown when the first and last issues were produced. But what is known, however, is that the magazines and newsletters were produced twice a month on the 1st and 15th day of each month. So many people believe that the issues were published from March 15th, 1953 to March 15th, 1962. The magazines and newsletters were produced out of Thousand Oaks, California, during the final years of them being produced, and only the last 2 issues have been found. In fact, one of those last 2 issues was just recently found on April 10th, 2021, which was issue number 216. One of the highlights of issue number 216 is a fictional story written by Dr. P.Y. Reeb, known as Glitch Gets 5 Aces. In the story, a man named Henry Glitch brings the fictional LDZ-40 computer to the fictional Starbust Casino, which is a play on the real Stardust Casino. He then feeds information into the computer and has it tell him what moves to make in a game of 5-hand poker for him. The story ends on a hilarious note when Henry Glitch still ends up losing the poker game after he was told the supposed correct information. While there is not much information known about the computing news magazines and newsletters, what can be determined though is that based on the 2 currently found issues, we can see that most of the content consists of true stories from the world of computing and humorous fictional stories. It is also noted that the mailing address of the original owners who worked on the magazines and newsletters was different in releases prior to 1959. Since in both the 2 currently found issues, there appears to show a picture of a house that was built in the year 1959, and given that the schedule would suggest the first issue to be published on March 15th, 1953, it is likely that the owners have moved to a new location, which their new location would be in Thousand Oaks, California. Lady protein bar commercial. In October of 2020, a Reddit user named u/mothmancigar made a post to the r/tip-of-my-tongue subreddit where she expressed her concern about a lost commercial advertising for some sort of candy bar that aired in America in either the year 1999 or 2000. According to the user, she found out about the commercial when she was told a story by her boyfriend's mother and father about a commercial they saw. The user mentioned that her boyfriend's parents saw the commercial in Texas, and they remembered the commercial featuring women at a baby shower, with one woman's face suddenly becoming very demonic before she calms down after being handed some candy, which her boyfriend's mother thinks it might have been gum. Eventually, the post gained the attention of the r/Lost Media subreddit community, which made a post mentioning that nobody hasn't been able to locate or completely identify the commercial, despite the fact that the commercial was brought up several times, with many other people recalling to have seen the commercial between the years of 1999 and 2001, and being freaked out by it. The post also mentioned that some people in Quebec also believe to have seen the commercial too, and the reason for the woman's face becoming demonic was because she offered either junk food or cake to another woman, to which the other woman politely declines the offer. Many people who have came forward and admitted that they saw the commercial remember the commercial advertising for either a candy bar or a protein bar, and eventually it was accepted that the commercial was advertising for a protein bar, since it would make sense for the woman who declined being offered sugary junk food to be eating something more healthier, rather than eating a candy bar which is also sugary junk food. The only thing that stood in the way of the commercial being found was that no one could remember the name of the protein bar being advertised. Eventually the search was concluded when a YouTube channel named Automation uploaded the commercial to YouTube on April 26, 2021, and it was realized that the protein bar advertised was by Carb Solutions. In the description of the video, Automation mentions that the commercial was found by a guy named John in his Discord server, and also a link to a video uploaded by Barber747 that contains CBS/WBBM ads from March 9th, 2001, in which the Demon Lady protein bar commercial was the first commercial in the commercial break. What's very interesting about Barber747's video is that it was uploaded on January 16th, 2011, which is over a decade ago. It's crazy to think that a commercial which caused us to spend months desperately trying to find was right under our nose the entire time. Subway Perfection advertisement. The Subway Perfection advertisement was a lost Subway commercial that aired sometime around the mid-90s, and it wasn't like any of the usual Subway commercials at the time, since this particular ad used amateur actors, poor production quality, and cheap effects, similar to that of a local TV ad or a public access show. Based on the production quality of the advertisement, it's believed that it wasn't officially made by the main Subway corporate office for national promotions, but instead was used to promote local franchises. The commercial started in a fog-covered empty set with a white background. On the set was a bald, middle-aged man with a mustache and Middle Eastern appearance, who was groveling in front of an old bearded sage. The bald man asked the wise sage to show him the ways of truth and perfection, to which the sage told the bald man, "Perfection can be yours. Take your hunger to Subway subs," which made the bald man seem puzzled. Next there was a montage of Subway subs, with a voiceover describing how the foods are true perfection, which showed text displayed on the screen, which read, "Perfection," which then dissolved with a cheap animation effect. Finally, the commercial ended with the bald man being excited, proclaiming, "Subway," taking a large bite of the sandwich, and saying, "Mmm." The lost commercial would first be mentioned on the internet back in February of 2019, when an artist named Julius von Brunk, or Baron von Brunk if you want to go by his social media name, made a mini documentary to explain his search for the lost commercial. In his mini documentary, Julius shows a recreation of the commercial entirely out of Lego animation, and in the video he mentioned that he saw the commercial on TV in South Central Pennsylvania. Julius also posted his mini documentary on Reddit, where it immediately gained lots of attention from people who claimed to have seen the commercial. However, some people believe that the commercial wasn't for Subway, but instead was for other sandwich restaurants such as Quiznos or Mr. Sub. Some people also believe that the commercial aired in other locations besides South Central Pennsylvania, such as in other states like Kentucky. Some people even claim that the commercial might have aired in some Canadian regions too. The commercial remained undiscovered until January 28, 2021, when an Instagram user by the name of Vidiot Savant uploaded the commercial to his account with a description reading, quote, "Going through some tapes I got from somewhere in PA, and I saw this awesome super weird regional Subway commercial from the 90s. Any of you Pennsylvanians out there remember this?" Unquote. Despite the commercial being available to watch on Instagram, it was still believed to have been lost until April 25th, 2021, when a YouTube channel by the name of Coffee uploaded the commercial to YouTube, as well as Julius von Brunk confirming that the Subway commercial uploaded to YouTube was indeed the commercial he saw as a kid, bringing the mystery of the lost Subway commercial to an end. Super Y pilot episode intro music audio. Between early to mid 1999, Blue's Clues creator Angela Santomero and Cup of Coffee Studio would work on producing a pilot episode for a kids show that would later debut on PBS Kids 8 years later in 2007, and that show was Super Y. Super Y takes place in Storybrooke Village, where the title character, Wyatt Beanstalk, lives with his friends, Pig, Red, and Princess P. And in each of the episodes, one of the main characters has a super big problem, a super big question, and a super big mystery. The main characters then discuss the problem at their book club and agree to look in a book to solve the problem. As they progress through the events of the story, they encounter obstacles, which can be solved by applying their literacy skills to change the story. And each time they overcome an obstacle, they are rewarded with red glittery super letters that form the solution to the super big problem and the super big question. Each episode concludes with the super letters being put onto a giant computer screen and are spelled out to show the super story answer. Then, one of the super readers gives the reason why that particular word or phrase serves as the solution to the super big problem. Despite the huge success and popularity of Super Y, Angela Santomero and Cup of Coffee Studio never bothered to release any footage from the 1999 pilot episode for the public to watch. As of May 2021, all that can be seen from the 1999 pilot episode are 5 screenshots and audio from the pilot's intro music, which was found in 2021 by ScrambleFan 2021 and was uploaded to YouTube on February 19th, 2021 by Stephen Laurent. However, the intro music audio is apparently higher pitched and the beginning and end of the song are cut off. Fortunately though, the entire intro music audio with the correct pitch would later be uploaded to YouTube on March 3rd, 2021 by a YouTube user named pdog64, with 100% of the intro music audio found from the 1999 Super Y pilot episode. It seems that we are not far off from finding the entire episode. Who knows? Maybe 2021 might be the year where the Super Y lost pilot episode surfaces somewhere on the internet.